Hello, Craig here, poolside dreamer. My pea plants are taking up the majority of a 4-foot bed, and I only planted them along this fence right there. They just keep expanding. Now some of them are starting to die back. I'm assuming that's because we're getting some warm days, but others still seem to be doing. There's still quite a few flowers on them, so I'm not complaining about that. I'm still getting quite a few peas off of them on a every 2 or 3 day basis. See some more is up there. They are hard to see, as I said before, because they tend to blend in. Sometimes just changing the angle makes them look more like a leaf. Witness this one right here. At this angle, it looks more like a leaf. But you come over here, and you can see it's actually a pea. Got quite a few that I've missed, as always the case, and I'm just letting those mature, so I'll get seeds off of them for the next crop. Let's see, there's one right here. That's getting pretty mature. Got one down here. It's already dried up. No, almost. Anyway, didn't come off the plant. It's not gonna get any more mature. It's just gonna dry out. One thing I noticed last year is if you leave these pea pods on the plant until they mature, they will eventually open up on their own, or at least a lot of them will, and self-seed. I tend not to want my whole bed full like this, but sometimes that's what you get. I did not fertilize the soil initially because I didn't want this to happen, but mid-season I did add a little bit of organic fertilizer in there. Here's some more of my pea plants from a different angle. See, quite a few peas on them. Some of your pea pods will start to mature at an early stage. Well, I've considered it an early stage. You see, this one is considerably smaller than the others, but there we go. Peas are starting to develop in it. So this is not going to get any longer, if at all, much longer anyway. So you can let it mature, or you can take it and eat it. Peas are edible, snow peas anyway, are edible at almost any stage of development. In fact, any stage of development. As soon as you see the pea forming, it's edible. You don't have to wait until they're fully mature. My rosemary has pretty much taken over that 2-foot wide bed. It's got at least 2-foot by 3-foot section of a 2 by 4-foot bed. So it's doing well. The oregano is starting to come back. The grape plants are starting to do nicely now. A lot better than they did last year after I planted them. All of these last year's onions are going to seed. I'll save those seeds. The green beans are doing well. Got this one lettuce plant that fell over. I'm gonna just leave it sit there, I guess. I may cut it out, I don't know. And that grape plant over there is doing fine. Got a carrot plant that I didn't seed this year, but it's growing up from seed from last year. So, yeah, looks like there's another one over there. Those are watermelon, and for lack of any other place to put them, that's where I put them. And I've got a broccoli over there that's probably not going to do anything. It got too root bound before I planted it, so it's probably just going to sit there until it dies. I'm still burying my kitchen scraps. I've got a 2-foot by 4-foot section now where the scraps are breaking down. I still want to do the rest of this bed. My garlic is doing fine. No issues there. My asparagus has finally started coming up. As you can see here. Once you get asparagus mature, you can pick them for about a month or so after. There you go. Anyway, you can pick them for about a month or so after they start coming up, but you'll want to leave the fronds, should say, to mature and develop food for the next season. So I'll probably get about a small crop every 2-3 days out of this bed now. They've started to come up. Got 4 broccoli plants in this bed. That's the same age as the other broccoli plant, but I put these in earlier. Put a husky tomato in here for lack of any other place to put it. Not a space. And these onions over here are going to seed, and my basil is just sitting here. Still doing all right, but it's not growing like I thought it would. My transplanted strawberry are doing well. Take time, of course, but I ended up with 6 over here. Got 1 over there. It doesn't look like it's doing so good. There's another broccoli plant that I put out. And this is zucchini. Right here, this is zucchini. It's a kind of squash. It's a Mexican zucchini, and it's doing pretty good. This one over here is not so much. This is the asparagus that I thought maybe had died, but it was had just gone dormant, so it's coming back. This tomato plant over here is doing exceptional. It's grown considerably since I planted it. I do have some little tomatoes in here. I don't know if you can see them. Now there's a couple right there. Well, there's one anyway. Looks like I got something else coming up here. I've got no idea what. Got a couple things coming up here. But I'm getting some nice flowers. These strawberry plants I planted last year are coming up well, or doing well. Ooh, and a nice strawberry on that one. Yeah, I'm getting some smaller strawberries on this one. Ooh, well, I've got some larger ones too. How about that? So, I'm pleased with that. See, there's quite a few here. These potato plants haven't come up yet, which is not surprising. I'll water them in, check on them later. These pomegranates are doing well. I planted these from seed from a store-bought pomegranate last fall, and they survived the winter. I've got 3 strawberry plants here that I still need to plant out somewhere. Don't know where. And I've got 2 moringa trees. I planted 6, ended up with 4 sprouting, 2 of which have, one of which died, that's right here, and another one right here that's dying. It's still got a little life to it. These potato plants aren't doing well. They never took off like I hoped they would. I have fertilized these once, in addition to putting fertilizer in the soil when I planted them, but I think I just waited too long to plant them. Mints are doing well. That one right there is catnip. They're coming back nicely. These grape plants are coming along very well. I don't see any grapes on them yet, grape clusters, but hopefully I'll get some this year. And this little thing, I have got no idea what it is. Could be a flower I tried growing indoors and it got kind of wild, so I ended up just putting them in this pile of scrap. Or it could be a weed, I don't know. I've got some weeds that look a lot like this. My lemon tree, it's a Meyer lemon, seems to be doing okay. Just planted that in this pot about a week ago. We'll see where we go. So far it hasn't died back anyway. This tomato plant over here is the same age as the other one, same variety, but it's not doing as well. Still growing, and it's still making tomatoes. Got 2 right there, but growth isn't as vigorous. I don't know why. And these potato plants here seem to be doing a little better than the others, but this gets more sun, so we'll end up seeing what happens. We can add more soil to this in a little while, a few days. Here's my snow pea harvest for April 3rd, 2022. I've tared this out to 0. Just add the peas. I think this is my best harvest yet. Okay, there it is, 13.4 ounces. Well, that's about it for today. If you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will be back with you sometime in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.